Couple of days now, news has been flying online here and there, about the tragic death of one of Nigeria's famous gospel singers, Osinachi Nwachukwu, due to the perpetual assault and abuse from the deceased's husband, one Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. However, this video is not about the deceased's death. Rather, it's solely to reveal to you 5 possible lessons you can learn from this tragic occurrence, to avoid being a victim, and what to do if you ever find yourself dealing with an abuser. And if you are ready for this, then let's get right on it. 1. Being a believer is not enough. In the Christendom, it's mostly believed that if you are a believer, the chances of marrying wrong is close to an impossible thing. And this creates a certain kind of high confidence among the Christians, especially the women, thereby turning their backs to quality materials that can educate and teach them on how to date or marry right, and what to look out for in a potential partner. The average Christian believes that the only most important thing to look out for in a potential mate is godliness. However, unfortunately, their perspective of godliness is only limited to the display of spiritual gifts, rather than spiritual fruits. So, they get carried away by the manifestation of spiritual gifts while neglecting the most important thing, spiritual fruits. And they've forgotten that even agents of the devil also speak in tongues, prophesy, etc. In essence, that you are a believer doesn't mean you can't date or marry wrong, especially if you are not careful enough. That is, being watchful while you're praying. As a matter of fact, prayer is not enough to date or marry right, and mere reading of the Bible is not enough either. You must dig deep into studying the Bible, and good Christian materials, to find out how others have dated or married right, the principles they suggested themselves to, and what they did differently. If you only rely on the fact that you're a believer, and every other thing doesn't matter, while being nonchalant and careless with details, you will be doing yourself a great disservice. And beside being a believer, get equipped and empowered with resources that will help and reveal to you all that you need to know, to look out for, to avoid, to take notice of, to ignore, or accept when it comes to the issue of who to date or marry, lest you date or marry wrong. 2. Christianity is not blindness. Christianity is never a call to be blind to a set of actions considered abusive and a red flag. God loves us very much, yet he was never for once blind to see or notice when we come short of his glory. However, unfortunately for most Christian women, they do the opposite. And the common excuse for doing this is the claim that we as Christians must always learn to forgive, no matter what is being done to us. Yes, as Christians, we must forgive, however, we must never be too foolish to accept and ignore a set of behaviors considered red flags. Young lady, if he is beating you while dating, he will definitely kill you after the wedding. If he is abusing you physically, emotionally, mentally, verbally, or spiritually now, he will do worse when you finally get married to him. And your greatest mistake is to continue to date him, all in the name of forgiveness. Yes, forgive him, however, never make the mistake of elongating your stay with him. But in essence, don't be so spiritual that you become blind to abuse of any kind, while using forgiveness as an excuse to tolerate all kinds of rubbish. 3. Humility is not stupidity. Every Christian is expected to be humble in every situation, and at all times. However, you must come to the realization that humility does not call for stupidity. As a matter of fact, humility is not a call to subject oneself to abuse, assault, and torture. If he is doing all of these, and you're being silent because of humility, that's not Christianity, but a foolish act. And you will be responsible for whatever happens to you. 4. Christianity is not a call for silence. Being silent while you're being abused is not Christianity, but religiosity. And sadly, religiosity is killing the church people today. Why should you be silent when you are being abused? Because you are a Christian? I doubt it. It's simply because you are not wise. If you are wise, you will definitely open up, or run for dear life. Lastly. 5. People's opinions don't matter. Unfortunately, most Christian ladies are enduring abuse of all kinds, and are not willing to get away, all in the name of what people will say. Believe this or not, you must come to the realization that sometimes, people's opinions don't matter. If you voice out, they will talk. And if you don't, they will still talk. So, what do you think you should do? I guess you should go ahead and do what you know and feel deep down is the right thing to do. Yes, I know you've bragged about him online here and there, and you've even introduced him to almost all the people you know in your life. But come to think of it, can this compensate for the result that comes from being abused? Absolutely not. In essence, if you ever find yourself dealing with an abuser, the best thing to do is to give way. In short, just as the Bible instructs you to flee sexual lust, so should you also flee an abuser. And I hope this video comes to you at the right time. More importantly, what is your take home from this video? What serves as an eye-opener for you? And what do you wish to contribute? Answer below in the comments section. And many thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and sharing. Importantly, if you find value from this video, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell, in order to be notified of every one of our newly uploaded videos. See you in our next video. And remember, we love you.